Hello and welcome to Wasting All the Time, a podcast. My name is John, and you'll notice that with me are none of my cohorts, unfortunately. Dave, Cody, and Jess all were unable to be here, and so I have taken it upon myself to resurrect an old favorite from Season 1, the Wasting All the Time Open Access Interview Series. And I am joined today by a really, really exciting guest. I have virtually with me in the Watt studio, Barbary, the Bog Witch. How are you doing, Barbary?
It's a pleasure to be here. Really, really appreciate it. I'm doing mighty fine, you know? I'm doing pretty normal. How about you? Because, you know, there's no COVID in the bog.
Right,
yeah.
You were saying that about the bog, and that's, and I do really appreciate you being able to do this sort of last minute and to somehow make that Amazon box that's been in the corner for the last 2 months, have the magic mirror that we're speaking via.
Yeah.
That was a cool trick.
Yeah, well, I got a few of them. I got a few of them up my sleeve, John.
I imagine, being a bog witch and all. Yeah. Yeah. So, what really goes into, being a bog witch, would you say? Is there, like a standard set of duties or, do you just kind of...
Well, it's kind of, I was born into it. My mother, she was a bog witch, and, her mother was a bog witch, and I think my great aunt was a bog witch. But a lot of bog witches, so it's more like a tradition or a moniker, if you will, that's passed down from generation to generation. So really, duty-wise, I kind of just act like royalty, I guess, of the bog. Because, lineage.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. So you're part of this multi-generational tradition of bog witchery.
Oh, yeah.
And you're hoping to carry on that tradition into the future.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Carrying it on, passing it on, infecting it on, all the ons that you can. So.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I heard infecting it on you in there.
Well, some might call it a curse, but my family has kind of taken the name back, because because I'm a bog witch, right? A bog witch, and to be fair, bogs don't have that much. So I'm a bog witch, but technically I live on the edge of the bog and the swamp. So it's so I guess in fact is just really it's a form. It is a bit of a curse. We might have been cursed by some snow fairies.
Oh, snow fairies.
Yeah.
Is there kind of typically bad blood between bog witches and snow fairies, or
stupid? I've never met a smart snow fairy. Your snow fairies are so dumb. They're so dumb that they don't even know where snow comes from. They are snow, and they don't know where they come from. It's like they were never taught fairy sex ed or something. I don't get it. I don't know. They're stupid.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And yet they still were able to curse your family to bog witchery.
You love pushing buttons, don't you, John?
Well, it's part of the interview process. You need to get to the bottom of what makes you tick.
Okay, you know what? It's simple. You know what? Anyone could have fallen for it. All right, anyone who had seen a ham sandwich as nice as a ham sandwich that my great grandmother saw. I've heard the stories of it. It was a good sandwich. Anyone's going to go for it. Even if it's, shaded by a bunch of, branches that have been, tied together very rudely. rudimentary. They don't know knots either. They don't know a lot of knots, you know?
I imagine. So this was in the bog that she found this ham sandwich?
I mean, it was on the edge of the bog, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in the swamp?
Well, partly in the swamp, partly in the bog. I mean, it was a big sandwich, a big ham sandwich.
Okay.
You know.
So kind of a
like
an unclear border here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can understand how your many times great grandmother might have been confused about which jurisdiction the ham sandwich was in.
Yeah. Semantics. You know,
Yeah.
I tried to, you know, one time I tried to get somebody put in place for mayor of a town nearby so that we could just redraw all those boundaries and those lines, you know. But didn't work out. Bet on the wrong horse.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
Yeah, but you know, that's politics, I guess.
Yep. That's politics.
Yeah. So is that does that have anything to do with the I just can't help but notice that there's a decorative skull in the background there that looks kind of recent.
Yeah. Oh, yep. Sure is, boy howdy. You know what? it is a little embarrassing, you know, because there's no COVID here. COVID doesn't exist here. It's just not. There's not. There's me. I'm a bog witch, and I make sure that, you know, it doesn't get in. But you see, I can't really do anything outside the bog because everybody else has got it, right? So
right.
I took up a hobby. It's bedazzling, I know, right? It's so ridiculous. But you know, putting rhinestones, let me get it.
Okay.
Okay, so if you see this, like, you would think putting rhinestones on a dead villager's bones after you've sent multiple wolves after them and they've eaten the poor kid alive, and then you let them bleach out in the bog and everything like that, you would think that, that's so silly and ridiculous, and stupid. You know, no one wants to bedazzle bones like that. But you know what? It's a lot of fun. I highly recommend it.
I can see that you must have had many hours of fun with that project. Yes.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
very ornate.
I love my favorite part of it is the back here, where I've got, you know, different size rhinestones, and it's a butterfly, and then I did have the rhinestones right out. Snow fairies suck. I think is my favorite part. Right here.
Yeah, no, I see it. It's a great touch.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Did you pick up any hobbies? You know.
Oh, just, you know, I did some gardening. Grew some green beans, you know.
You know, green beans, they're pretty good when you want to make a curse in a hurry, in a real jiff. Green beans, really? Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. You get some green beans, right? And then you get some bog water, and you make sure it's bog water that's been touched by moonlight, like recently, like full moonlight I'm talking about, none of this waning waxing bull pucky. Real full moon. You get some of that water, and that's what you boil the green beans in, right? You boil them in that water, and then you throw in, you know, a couple cinnamon sticks, little star anise, and then you serve the green beans to whoever you want to curse. And the curse, it's probably important to say what the curse is, right? Yes.
I imagine so. Yeah. I am. Sorry, just writing this down just in case.
Okay, so bog water. It's bog water that's been recently touched by full moon. Full moonlight. Yeah. Okay. You want
cinnamon and star anise.
Yeah, star anise. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to, you know, it depends how many green beans you're gonna cook. But, if you're going to get like a pound of green beans, you probably want a good 6 cups of bog water, That's about right.
Okay, 6 cups
Right.
bog water.
Mm-hmm. And always, salt and pepper to taste, but don't taste it because, you'll get cursed. So just imagine, if you will, that you were tasting it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the curse, what it does is it makes people not able to write with their dominant hand. That's what it does. It's pretty powerful.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah. See, people think that like curses have to be like, it's gonna carry on from generation to generation, as I am a prime example of. Or somebody's gonna die, or there's going to be terrible misfortune. No. The real curses are when it's tiny things you don't think about that your entire life is wrapped around. Your identity is with whatever dominant hand you are, and this curse, it takes it out. Switches it up. Yep.
Yeah, I never really thought about how attached I am to being left-handed. That's like a
right.
Yeah. Wow. And this would just take that away.
Yeah, it wouldn't be your dominant hand anymore.
Wow. Barbary, that is diabolical. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you can call me Barb. Call me Barb.
Barb. Thanks, Barb.
It's easier. I think it's easier. Yeah.
Yeah, Barbary the Bog Witch. That's kind of a tongue twister.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have tried it on somebody who's ambidextrous. Those poor fools, they're the worst. They get it the worst.
So they can't write with either hand then?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so if you're ambidextrous, you better be nice to everybody you meet. Because you never know. You never know when somebody's going to slide you some cursed green beans.
Ooh. Yeah, listeners, take note. Those of you who may be ambidextrous, be nice to people. Because you never know when you're going to run into a bog witch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, there, admittedly too, all bog witches know each other.
Oh, you do?
Oh, yeah.
There's like a professional network kind of thing?
Oh, absolutely. It's a professional network of everybody who's, either been born into the lineage or was recently brought into the circle, as it were,
Yeah. So. Is that, and so being brought in, is that pretty much always via curse, or are there other ways? Like, are there people who come to a bog and decide to be a bog witch?
Yeah. There are some that choose this life. But even when they say that they choose this life, it's more like the life chose them kind of thing. There's a lot more they have to do, because if you're not from a lineage or you're not cursed, then you don't have the natural innate bog magic, which means you have to go through a bunch of training, because you literally do not have the talent in it. It's really embarrassing for a lot of them, because when they're first entering with, someone who's just newly been cursed, they can change the reeds to form a giant golem monster just by sneezing, and these poor schmucks, they gotta collect the reeds and weave them themselves,
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, that does seem like the long way around.
It definitely, they should just get cursed, to be honest.
It would just be easier. Like, yeah, it seems like it would be easier, and it seems like there's plenty of curse to go around, honestly.
Really. The thing is that the damn snow fairies, if somebody wants something, like they want something terrible to happen to them, they go out of their way to make sure it doesn't.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow. Some killer reverse psychology there.
I think they just don't know. I think they're just so stupid that they don't know what people actually want.
You did say earlier that they were stupid, and that, yeah. And I mean, as we've seen elsewhere on our show, there is a point at which a person can become so stupid that they start coming around the other side as a genius. It's very weird, very rare, but it does happen.
Yeah, I would never consider any snow fairy a genius. I think that's a little too far for me.
Okay.
But I mean, right. you could be right. You could be right. I don't want to say you're wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably more a matter of perspective than anything else. But anyway, we are going to have to take a quick break to hear from our sponsors. But when we come back, I would like to talk to you about this new business venture you mentioned in our pre-interview. And, yeah, so I'm very excited to hear about that. And we'll be back in just a few minutes.
3M is no stranger to innovation, and especially adhesives. With over a century of helping people around the world live better lives, we've always been on the cutting edge of technology that brings the world into the future.
Via our proprietary use of not only hours and minutes, but also seconds, we've been able to create world-changing products that will not only change your world, but change it for the better, for you and for everyone living in our ever-changing world today.
We're excited to announce our newest product line, a revolutionary new adhesive product that will bring the world together.
After 3M Command Strips, the world's strongest adhesive strip, and double-sided tape, the most versatile and practical adhesive strip ever invented, 3M is proud to bring you triple-sided tape.
We've transcended the boundaries of conventional physics to bring you a tape that not only connects physical objects outside the bounds of Euclidean geometry, but is also easy to remove with no residue.
No more instances of your Klein bottle getting knocked off an Escher staircase by a Schrodinger's cat, or that classy Penrose triangle slipping off the wall.
Grandma's picture taken with a 4D camera? 3-sided tape secures it quickly and easily to any non-surface with minimal paradoxical interactions.
With 3-sided tape, 3M has brought humanity into a newer, brighter future. A future where your most valued possessions can be secured together through science not fully comprehensible to the human mind.
3M. Science applied to life.
And we're back. Thanks so much for sticking with us. For those who may be just joining us, my name is John, and Cody, Jess, and Dave couldn't be here today, so I am giving you an open access interview series episode. Haven't had one of these since season 1. My guest today is the fantastic Barbary Barb, the Bog Witch.
Oh, again, wonderful to be here. Wonderful to be here.
Well, we're so thankful that you were able to fit us into your schedule on such short notice.
Well, sometimes it's true. I had a couple appointments fall through. They found sinkholes. They literally fell down into the bog, and I couldn't get to them in time. And I mean, I could have saved them, but it's more fun to necromance them,
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah. So they can wait.
That seems like a kind of traditional thing you'd do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I did want to talk about this new business venture that you mentioned in our pre-interview. It sounds really exciting. It's kind of not the sort of thing you would expect a bog witch to dabble in, which makes it, like I said, really, really exciting. And why don't you tell us a little bit about this?
All right. Well, I've been watching a lot of YouTubes and some TikToks and just walking around and getting out in nature. And one thing that I've realized is that, the sense of smell is really important to people. Really important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and, underappreciated, I would say.
Definitely underappreciated. It's like it's under our noses. You don't see it.
Oh, yeah.
So you gotta smell it.
Oh.
Yeah. So I've put together an entire line of perfumes, scents, if you will, that people can don upon themselves, so that when they're going places, other people can smell them coming. You know,
Wow.
turn some heads.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, well, that's very cool. Would you say that like these scents are inspired by anything in particular, or do you just?
Yeah, no, these they're inspired by a bunch of things. Mostly life experiences. The entire line, is called Ode to the Bogdega. Instead of the bodega, the Bogdega.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little play on words, and I did a lot of Google searching, and bodegas, that's where it was at in the before the whole thing, everything. So I figured that's where it's going to be at afterwards, So might as well jump on it now. And,
right? Yeah. No, I like that. Ode to the Bogdega.
Yep.
Fantastic. So what are some of the individual scents that you'll be marketing?
Right. So there's dead reeds. That one's pretty nice. That one's good.
Okay.
There's hot marsh.
Hot marsh.
Hot marsh. Yep. There's that. But I really think that the one that's gonna sell the most is gonna be the wildflower. I think, realistically.
Wildflower. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. That sounds nice. Yeah. What kind of wildflowers?
Oh, well, no, I should preface, Wildflower is my fox. So,
Oh. So
You can
it's like the smell of a fox?
yeah, after because I love Wildflower. She's great. I mean, she really isn't suited well for a marsh or a bog or a swamp, but she's like a kitten dog, It's gonna follow me wherever I go anyway. So
Yeah.
and she's got this very particular smell after she's been, following me all day through the bog. Seeing who traveled into the bog, who didn't have permits to come to the bog, who has to be, cursed or have their entire memory wiped, things like that. And then she'll come padding into the hut afterwards, and she gets real close to the cinders, and then she sleeps, and then you wake up and she's just on your face because she just loves you so much. And it's that smell, after a long, hard day work and a cindery night.
And so wet, smoky, bog-scented fox pelt.
And I think people are gonna really like it. I mean, I love it. It's probably my favorite smell out of everything in the bog.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, a definite sentimental attachment. Yeah. So, you said the one of the other ones was hot marsh.
Yeah. That one's made specifically for the men. It's not a perfume, right? You can't call it perfume. It's called a cologne.
Oh, okay.
Hot
marsh cologne.
Hot marsh cologne.
So
I actually brought some. I brought some to the visual here, so I can show you the bottle. And I mean, if you really want, I can just I can conjure this and I can have it appear on your desk.
Oh yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah,
right,
I mean, if it's not too much trouble.
Well, yeah, hold on. Just I gotta do the incantation.
Okay. Yeah. No, I understand.
All right. Okay. Oh my god. I'm gonna move her. It's gonna move her. Her's gonna move. They're gonna go from there to there.
Oh, and there it is.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's just cool.
I mean, there's perks. There's perks to being cursed.
Yeah, clearly. So before I open this up, who is your intended market with these fragrances?
Oh, well, I was looking towards those 20-year-olds, the late teens.
Okay, like
mid
kind
to
of
20s. Yeah, because I think the ones that want all the anti-disestablishment stuff, that phase in people's lives. I want to be like the Avril Lavigne of perfume. I want, from 10 years from now, I want to still keep making perfume for the same age group, even though I'm clearly much older than I should be to be performing for that age group. Selling to it, you get what I'm putting down? You get what I'm saying?
I think I understand. Yeah, so that late teen, early 20s kind of rebel crowd.
Yeah. Or maybe I guess when you're going towards those ones, you're also looking at the people in their 30s or 40s going through a midlife crisis too, because they pretty much it's the same thing. Same thing.
Right.
Let's just be honest here.
Pretty much. And I mean, really, if you can keep the gig going long enough, it'll be the same people. You'll get them.
I hope people grow out of this one. That's the intended purpose for.
Oh, okay.
For that,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want anybody to be like a permanent, lifelong customer.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't like long-term anything. Right? Because the long-term thing I've got is this curse going on, and anything that deals with a relationship with an individual that's long-term, oh boy, can't do that. Can't have it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and open this cologne bottle up and take a whiff.
Okay.
Just kind of bracing myself here.
Oh, for the excitement, it's so good. Hot Marsh is great. It's like
Hot Marsh.
Yeah, it's like the smell of a gym that's just closed after a long day, Yeah. I always think of like marshes as being like pretty damp, and so like if it gets hot, you would like smell that like kind of rotting vegetation smell. Yeah.
That's what it puts me in mind of.
Yeah. I mean, there's a little bit of vanilla in there too.
Oh, okay.
Just to balance it out. But, yeah.
Okay, well, let's take a whiff. Oh, God.
It's great, isn't it?
Oh, my God. Oh, Lord.
I can see it on your face. You love it.
It's an experience.
Yeah. That's what, the best part of all of this is, those damn snow fairies.
The snow fairies?
Yeah, those snow fairies. They apparently they decided to release a perfume too when they heard I was going to do one.
Mm.
But I know that mine is going to be so much better. Like, I got some of theirs, because you want to check out the competition. And it's terrible. It is terrible. I've got a bottle of it right here. Let me just read what. Let me just hold on. Let me see. Let me read what's on it. 1 sec. Let me grab it here.
I'm just trying really hard not to throw up.
See which one is it. Here we go.
Okay, we're gonna close that bottle up.
All right, this is what it's got in it. All right, this just sounds terrible. It sounds horrible. You'll agree, John. It's got the smell of sparkling champagne, crystal peonies, whatever the hell crystal peony is, and some pear, Japanese cherry blossoms. I don't even think the snow fairies know where Japan is at. I think they just made up a country. And then sandalwood.
I have to say I am a sucker for sandalwood myself.
Oh.
That
Well, here. I'll do that. I'll send this one to you too.
Okay.
Take a whiff, and then you're like the first it's not test subject. It's not guinea pig. I guess it's a guinea. You're my guinea pig. Here, okay, so let me see. Hold on.
Okay. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay, so this is snow fairy perfume.
Yeah, this is the one that they call First Wish.
First Wish. Okay.
Yeah.
You said that this is worse than Hot Marsh.
Oh God! Oh, it's disgusting.
Okay.
Yeah. Just brace yourself, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Okay,
but,
well,
I just
this
need
is
a confirmation.
for journalism and all, I guess. Okay, open it up. Oh.
I can see it on your face. You're so shocked. It's so bad.
It's ooh.
Right?
You said Crystal Pyrenees in this?
Yeah, I think they just made up a flower. I don't know what the hell a crystal peony is. I don't think anyone does.
I don't know. I think I like it, though. The sandalwood balances it nicely.
Excuse me?
Sorry. So, I mean, it's a nice fragrance. I mean, it's not as in your face as Hot Marsh, by any means. It's much more subtle.
That's because they don't understand. They don't understand true perfume. Like it can't be subtle, John. Subtle perfume doesn't turn heads. It doesn't.
Right. Yeah, although I mean, ideally perfume shouldn't make people have to try not to throw up either, I would think.
Oh no. It's really that bad, isn't it? I've been taking all these classes on how to sell stuff, and I've just been pushing it real hard. Oh man. Oh. I put so much money into this.
I mean, maybe it's not that bad.
It's pretty bad, John. Let's just be honest here. It's bad. I can't make perfumes. I live in a bog. It's not even a full bog. It's part bog, part swamp. With a marsh attached.
Yeah.
Nothing smells good there. Nothing. I took a whiff of this stupid snow fairy, and I cried for the first time in centuries. I didn't know things could smell pretty.
Uh-huh.
They always gotta do everything better. Snow fairies gotta always do things better.
Yeah, little bastards, huh? Okay, I'm so sorry. I'll tell you what. Let's go to our sponsor break and kind of collect ourselves and sorry folks, we'll be right back after this with more open access interview series.
At nicelyneat.com, we want to bring nice and useful things to you. Stuff that you really want, stuff that you would want to give to people you actually like. All in one place. Our in-house bargain finders find the emphasize this highest quality items at the lowest of low prices, and we pass those deals on to you.
Who wouldn't appreciate receiving a NicelyNeat.com 6-pack of large closed-toe memory foam, coral fleece home, spa, guest, and travel slippers in gray, purple, navy blue, or other colors? Only $19.99.
Or perhaps you are aware of a certain someone who is badly in need of the NicelyNeat.com heavy steel door stopper disc with rubber guard in a classic maple wood pattern that can hold your door open at any angle you choose. Only $10.98.
Got any two-wheeled friends? They'll thank you for a large or extra large bicycle protector, lockable, waterproof bike cover for outdoor protection. Our NicelyNeat.com deflector for as little as $28.27 American.
Trustworthy, check out NicelyNeat.com for more amazing deals on all sorts of products. Quantities and quoted prices may vary. Carts and baskets category currently has no products listed. Selection is limited, super limited. Returned items will lead you down a path of unending frustration and anxiety for the future of mankind. See website for details.
Check it out, NicelyNeat.com today. That's the take. Good job, everybody.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is the Wasting All the Time Open Access Interview Series. My name is John, and I'm here with our guest Barbary or Barb, the Bog Witch. She is promoting her new line of bog-inspired perfumes, and having a bit of a crisis around the reality of them. But I think
you gotta just cut to the chase so fast, John.
I just
rub it in.
This show does have a tradition of trying to work through these kind of things. So I don't see any reason why we can't try to do that here today. Hot marsh is definitely it's bad. It's bad.
So bad.
Definitely
it's so bad. What kid that has just done like 2 protests and is going to their college classes is going to want to throw some hot marsh on them?
Right. Yeah.
Who's going to want to spray hot marsh on themselves? I
really did think that, like, if any demographic was going to be into these scents, it would be that particular demographic. But a little bit of speed market research in the break determined that was not the case. My little brother really did not like it at all. And you sent over the other scents for me to take a whiff of.
The individuals that shall not be named because they're so stupid.
Right. And that was very nice. But I meant your other fragrances, Wildflower, and
I mean Wildflower. It's.
Yeah, it really made me. The one question I have after smelling Wildflower is Wildflower in fact dead?
What? No. Why would you think I would kill my sweet baby Wildflower?
It just smells like a dead thing. This perfume.
mean, I took it from Wildflower's glands, so I guess that could be a reason.
Okay. Yeah, from the... Mm-hmm.
But I mean, Wildflower's very much alive.
Okay. Well, that is a relief. Because she sounds like a great little fox.
Oh, she's a scamp.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we've got these bog-inspired fragrances that as far as I can tell, human beings cannot tolerate.
Yeah.
But there is no problem in the world that does not have its solution somewhere. And now we're here to figure out that solution.
Yeah, because I put all my bog money into this. If I don't turn a profit on this perfume and these colognes, I'm gonna lose the bog. Do you know how embarrassing it is to be a bog witch that's bogless? A bogless bog witch?
I can only imagine that would be really terrible.
I couldn't go to any of the conventions anymore.
Mm-hmm.
They'd kick me out. They'd be like, "Oh, that's Barbary, the bogless bog witch." I'd be a triple B. I guess it'd be 4 Bs, huh? Barbary.
I didn't realize that you could actually be expelled from bog witchdom.
Oh, I'd still be a bog witch, but I wouldn't be able to be part of this like the community.
Oh,
you
wow.
know? I'd be excommunicated.
Well, that's terrible. We can't have that happen.
Wow.
So I've during the break, I put out some feelers with folks in the extended Wasting All the Time network. We're kind of trying to work some stuff out. But it puts me in mind of the fact that you don't live alone in the bog, correct?
Well, no, I find myself a fair landowner, and I let people come in. I let people chill. If you're humans, you got to make sure you get a permit at least. Get registered. Otherwise, gonna kill you. But other creatures are fine.
So what other kind of creatures live in the bog?
Well, you got your mud fairies.
Mud fairies.
You got you got your reed gnomes.
Reed gnomes.
Reed gnomes. I mean, they in the bog itself. There's those. I got a couple trolleys.
Trolls.
Yeah,
Trolls
they're
live in the bog.
trolleys. They're trolleys.
Trolleys. Okay.
Trolleys. They're not as big, and they don't live under bridges.
Okay. I imagine there's not a ton of bridges in bogs anyway, so that would make sense.
Yeah, they live in ditches. There's a lot of ditches in bogs, so they're trolleys.
Yeah. Now trolleys, forgive me if I'm misremembering, but I seem to remember something about them being extraordinarily discerning, very picky about things.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you set up a trolley in a ditch, and they pull out a ruler. They pull out an entire survey equipment because they want to make sure that it fits all ditch, qualifications.
Wow.
Honestly, if I were to charge anybody rent to live in my bog, it's gonna be the trolleys because sometimes they're just a handful,
I bet, yeah. But you don't, in fact, charge them rent currently.
No, I don't charge them rent. I don't.
Okay.
I don't charge them rent. I make enough money off of the stupid humans that don't come in with a permit, or the ones that do come in with a permit, because you gotta pay for that. So. But
the trolleys do have money.
Oh yeah. I mean, they kill some of the humans too once in a while, so they're gonna have stuff. And actually, I think one of them's in. What is it? They're in stock markets. Funding, hedges, topiaries. Yeah, topiary fund. They do topiary funds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So they presumably have extensive cash reserves.
Well, I don't know. I don't. Like I said, they're a handful. Like I see them once in a while, and I wave at them and say good day, and then they'll like nod at me and they'll say hello, Bradbury or Barbary or Band Bean, because sometimes I don't remember my name. It's a little rude.
Oh, okay.
But you know,
it is kind of rude. But they choose to live in the bog. They enjoy it there.
They do, yeah, very much.
Huh. Well, I'm going to just send a little express messenger envelope with our intern.
You have an intern?
We do have an intern, yes.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Coming up in the world.
Uh-huh, yep. I mean, he's unpaid, obviously.
Oh, it's an intern, you know.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, we part of the title is unpaid. Unpaid intern is the title.
Full title. Oh, I thought maybe unpaid was their first name.
Oh, no. First name is Ted.
Ah, Ted the unpaid intern.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So, but he's
Tui.
real great.
Tui. I'm gonna call him Tui.
Tui?
Yeah, Tui. Tui. Ted the unpaid intern. Tui.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
These are too harsh. You know, I would never call him Ted. I'd call him Ted. And then it just sounds like, you know, maybe I'm calling him Tent, you know, or 10. But Tui.
Tui.
That's got a period.
Yeah. I don't know that Ted's ever had a nickname. He's going to love it.
Perfect. I aim to please.
Well, judging by the response I've gotten to this messenger envelope, you have succeeded, Barb.
What are you talking about?
Well, Ted just came back. He's a very fast, runner. Yeah.
Wow.
So I sent Ted. I sent Ted to deliver a sample of your perfume line to the trolleys in your bog.
Really?
Yes. And it turns out after, let me just read the letter here. After eons of searching, at last we, the trolley people, have found a fragrance that meets our exacting olfactory standards.
What?
We wish to purchase the entirety of your supply.
What?
And request that you brew more immediately so that it can be passed down generation to generation as a sign of the promise of it. Just goes on and on. It gets kind of weird and religious after that. But good news.
These are from my trolleys?
These are your trolleys.
They were under my nose this whole time.
Under your nose. Ah!
Huh.
Like it was a perfume joke, right?
No, I mean they were under my nose the whole time. Like,
are they that short?
They're pretty short, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they're not like normal. I told you, they're not as big as normal trolls. Live in ditches.
Right, ditches instead of bridges.
Yeah.
Important detail.
You know what? Good. They're so picky. And you know what? I bet you the stupid snow fairies could never do anything like this. You know,
I bet not. No.
They can't cater to their own magical people. They gotta go out and make things for humans.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Get a clue, snow fairies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just look at them making these pretty smelling things that humans like.
Magical beings don't want pretty smelling things.
Yeah, clearly not. No.
Clearly.
And look how you've succeeded.
Wow.
They're rewriting. There's something down here. They're rewriting their holy texts because of this. Yeah.
Oh boy. Wow. Hey, I wonder if this will get me like one step closer to being cured, like curing my family line of the curse. Might.
Oh.
It might.
Wow, I didn't realize you were wanting to be cured.
I mean, I've been a bog witch my whole life. I don't know what it's like not to be one, but I don't want to get the tadpoles and the lizards and the swamp water and the bog water and the reeds and some tufts of cotton and some of those like really low growing spurge plants and like some dandelions and snowbells and all that stuff and mix it together and make a child bog witch, I don't want to do that and bring
that seems like a lot of work.
That thing into the world without the opportunity that it doesn't have to be a bog witch, I don't want to force that on them as it was forced on me when I was created out of all that stuff. So
right.
Yeah.
Right. So that's how bog witch reproduction works then.
Yeah. We grab stuff around the land, and we've got some incantations and we mix it all together and it's like poof. It takes a few weeks. It's not instantaneous. It takes a few weeks. But then you come back to your little casting bowl and you got a little baby bog witch in there and and that's why it's so important if you lose your bog, that you're excommunicated because technically your entire line ends there. Because you don't have a bog to pull things from,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, looks like you're going to have a bog.
Oh, boy.
Judging by this, it looks like you might end up being able to buy a second bog.
Oh, you think the adjacent bog and the rest of the swamp? Wow.
Could be.
Wow. That'd be impressive.
You may not have to deal with zoning ordinances anymore.
I could just buy everybody out.
There we go.
This is turned into
Barbary, the Bog Witch, who also owns the swamp and the little village and
half of the county.
Yeah.
Half of Corm County, That'd be nice. Rule it the way it needs to be ruled, as it were. I'm from a lineage. I'm essentially royalty anyway, so I might
That's
as well.
True. You mentioned that earlier.
Yeah.
Perhaps you could stop being a bog witch and be a bog queen instead.
Oh. I think I like that. I think I'm gonna adopt that. I might amend it. So I'm a queen bog witch.
Queen
or
bog
a bog
witch.
queen witch. A bog queen witch.
Barbary, the Bog Queen Witch.
Yeah.
I like the ring of that. And I think our listeners are going to like the ring of that too. I'm real sorry. We are out of time, but I'm so glad that you were able to join us today. I'm so glad that we were able to figure this out together. And that,
yeah. Thank you so much for having me. This has been a pleasure. You have clearly saved my bog. You've saved my skin. You've saved the little hut that Wildflower likes to sleep in, too. Yeah. And for that, I'm not gonna curse you after this. I'm not gonna curse you after this.
Oh, that's very nice of you. I was. Was that originally going to be a thing that happened?
You complimented the snow fairies, so there was a point there where I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to curse this one too. And I was thinking of which curse to do, and I thought maybe inside out. Every pair of underwear you ever put on will always be inside out for the rest of your life. One of those tiny things. One of those tiny things
so
that
the underwear would be inside out. I wouldn't be inside out.
Oh no. Oh God, no. Ew, gross. No, your underwear.
Oh. Okay.
Every piece. Doesn't matter how you try and put it on. Always inside out.
Oh.
It's a curse. It is one of the curses I can do. So.
I'm glad we avoided that. Well, thank you again for joining us. Listeners, this has been the Open Access interview series, and my guest today has been Barbary, or Barb, the Bog Witch, perhaps soon to be the
Barbary.
Bog Queen Witch.
Yeah, Barbary the Bog Queen Witch. Bog Queen, Bog Queen, Bog Queen, Bog Queen. I like it.
Thanks so much for joining us. Good night, folks.
Bye.